everyone, good morning. I'm Jennifer Adams with Okaloosa County Tourist Development Council. I'm here with Alex Fogg. He's our Coastal Resource Manager. And we're just here today in this beautiful sunrise to talk to you about how tourism works for you, our residents of Okaloosa County. So Alex and I both started about 4 years ago. And Alex, tell them, you came in and really your primary job was to focus on the population of lionfish.
Yeah, one of the main reasons I came on was to help control and understand the lionfish population that we have off here, Destin-Fort Walton Beach, but also to do a little bit of artificial reef work. But that's morphed into a heck of a lot more what we're seeing today.
Right, and so this is a great story that Alex and I like to tell. So, you know, he came in focusing on coastal projects, right? Like he said, lionfish and reefs. Well, now he's turned lionfish and reefs into a tourism product, and it's all funded by tourist development tax. So, you know, you first went out, you controlled the population, and then people were like, well, hey, Alex, what are you doing, right? And then you said, well, you know what? Come on out and dive with me, and I'll tell you. So then you got some stories.
Absolutely.
And then more people dive, and then tell about the Lionfish Tournament.
Yep. So, you know, people started coming to the destination to dive, not only just to see our awesome reefs that we have here, but actually to harvest lionfish. But then it turned into something to where we were actually developing a very large tournament,
right.
Actually the largest of its kind in the world, where folks come and harvest as many lionfish as possible. So it helps maintain our ecosystem out here, but it also is a really cool opportunity for folks to come and do something that they maybe aren't able to do in other locations.
Right, and when they come here for a tournament, they have to stay here. So again, remember what we talked about before. When a visitor comes and stays in an overnight stay of less than 6 months, we garner a 5% tax. That's a tourism development tax. Those tax dollars fund our department, fund Alex's department, and that's how those dollars work for you. If people do not come and stay overnight, then we're not funded. But it's really more than just lionfish and artificial reefs. We also fund sand on our beautiful beaches. Alex, talk about some of the renourishment programs.
Yeah, so there's the traditional nourishment programs where you're actually putting sand back on the beach, but a program that we're going to be kicking off here in the off-season starting in November is these porous groins that'll actually help trap sand as it's moving down the beach. It's an innovative project. We hope it's going to be successful and really allow the beaches to be large for a lot longer amount of time before we actually have to dredge and do a large project like that.
Yeah, and one of the great things is, you know, Alex came in and he was really a department of one. Now we have 3 marine biologists on staff. They're out and about every day. We're taking over the turtle program. Recently, you and Mike just put educational signage up around Crab Island and the harbor and the sound, so people know about the no-wake zones and the buoys. Talk about that a little bit.
So out in the bay in particular, there's a lot of boat activity, a lot of tourists that may not know our waters, and a lot of times they may be going a little bit too fast, but it might not be their fault. They may not know that they're going too fast. So increasing the signage out there to let them know, hey, go ahead and slow down is really, really important, and it helps our sheriff's office as well, so they don't have to keep telling people to slow down.
Right, and that wasn't something that we had in our scope of work. That was something that we recognized was just kind of hanging out there, and nobody was fostering education, and that's what we want to do. You know, and I think the other thing, most importantly for you all that are watching this, is if you want to know more about the Coastal Resources Program and anything we do, you do water quality checking, you check for red tide, we do all of that, and that's the beauty of having marine biologists on our staff. If you want to know about it or get involved in beach cleanup or anything like that, give us a call at the TDC, talk to Alex and his team. Alex also goes out and speaks at schools and for groups and all that. It's a year-round program, and again, that's where our tourist development tax dollars are working for you.